love from the Arizona audit continues as Arizona patriots are rising up to take back their state. In this video, we're going to take a look at how the Arizona Attorney General is launching a full investigation into the November election. All as calls for arrests and decertification surge. We're going to see how President Trump is helping Arizona's patriots take back their governor's mansion. And stick with me to the very end of this video, where I'll show you how all of this is contributing to Biden's poll numbers absolutely cratering. You're not going to want to miss this. Greetings, everyone. Patriots all across the globe. Dr. Steve here with you. Great to be with you as always. I am your daily fake news antidote, offering patriotic analysis to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So if you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Before we jump into things here, gang, I have the absolute honor of sharing the stage with the one, the only Donald Trump Jr. on October 8th and 9th in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm thrilled to be partnering with the American Freedom Tour and speaking alongside Kayleigh McEnany and Dinesh D'Souza, Dan Bongino, many more patriots you know and love. And I want to meet you in Jacksonville. So make sure to click on that link below to register for this amazing conference. And to make it even sweeter, if you're one of the first 100 people to sign up, you're going to be entered into a drawing for me and my team to take you out to dinner. It's going to be so awesome. Plus, if you click on the link, everyone gets some super amazing bonuses, including my best-selling book bundle, an official Turley Talks t-shirt, and a 3-month access to our Insiders Club. So don't wait. Click on that link below and join me for dinner in Jacksonville. I cannot wait to see you there. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. The fallout from the Arizona audit continues, as you know by now, despite a desperate attempt by the mainstream media to preempt the findings of the audit by pushing the results of a recount rather than the audit. The shocking discoveries in that audit are indeed having a ripple effect that's terrifying the permanent political class. Now, if you don't know, a recount is simply taking all the ballots and then you simply count them again to determine if there were any mistakes in the final vote tally. Okay, so recounts offer no insights as to whether the ballots that are being counted are actually legitimate or if they're illegitimate, right? There's no determination to whether they're legal or illegal. It's just completely irrelevant to a recount. All a recount does is it takes the ballots, counts them a second or third time to see if the results differ in any marked way. And what the recount found in Maricopa County was that Biden actually had a couple of dozen more votes the second time around than the first. Surprise, surprise, right? And that's what the mainstream media pushed as the final results of the Arizona audit. Everything else was irrelevant to them, which of course on the surface is absurd. If you're reporting on an audit, don't you think it would be at least somewhat appropriate to find out what the actual audit results were? Well, if you're a bunch of left-wing activists disguised as journalists, apparently not. Apparently that's not very important. Regardless, the audit is fundamentally different from a recount. The audit actually involves examining the validity of the ballots as to whether they followed what's called chain of custody protocols so as to verify that the ballot was indeed legitimate. And these chain of custody protocols, they involve everything such as signature verification, address verification, and these verification procedures serve as the objective basis for their certification. Now, any mail-in ballot that fails chain of custody protocols, by definition, is an invalid vote. And when you look at those results, the results coming from a chain of custody examination, the procedures of an actual audit, not merely a recount, the results were absolutely startling. Now, I detail those results in a video I uploaded a couple of days back. I'll link it down below for you in the pinned comments section so you can watch it after this one. But bottom line, it was the unanimous conclusion among the auditors that tens of thousands of ballots in Maricopa County should never have been certified. I'll say that again because that's absolutely key that the mainstream media overlooked. Auditors concluded that tens of thousands of ballots should never, ever have been certified given their questionable status. They needed to be investigated further before they could be certified as legitimate votes. And the total number of those votes were 5 times what Biden beat Trump by, according to the certification in November. So now what we're seeing is nothing short of a full court press by those who support the audit to basically use the results as a rallying cry to politically take over their state, and are getting a lot of support. For example, Dick Morris is now coming out and openly declaring that the audit showed that Trump won Arizona, claiming that the amount of questionable ballots overwhelmingly benefited Biden. We talked yesterday about the British media coming out and declaring that Trump was indeed right. The November election was rigged. I did a video on that as well just yesterday that you'll definitely want to check out after this one. Again, I'll provide a link in the pinned comments section for you as well. So the audit is actually getting a lot of, shall we say, air cover here from many outside of Arizona, and that's only emboldening those within Arizona to start taking some deliberate steps to rectify what happened. First, the Arizona Attorney General, Mark Brnovich, has confirmed that his office is actively investigating the election fraud claims in Maricopa County. The Attorney General released the following statement, quote, "The Arizona Senate's report that was released on Friday raises some serious questions regarding the 2020 election. Arizonans can be assured our office will conduct a thorough review of the information we receive." In a written letter to Maricopa County officials, the Attorney General's office has ordered the preservation of all hard copies of documents and electronically stored information regarding the vote, electronic communications, including emails and text messaging used by Maricopa County officials, election equipment, ballots, voting machines, vote counting equipment, mail-in ballot envelopes, and mail-in ballot applications. So it looks like there's going to be a rather thorough investigation from the AG's office in response to the forensic audit's findings. Secondly, State Representative Mark Fincham, who is himself running for Secretary of State in Arizona, is openly calling for the arrest of officials involved in tampering with election systems, as well as the decertification of the state's election results. He's also calling for a full forensic audit of Pima County as well. Indeed, calls for decertification are escalating rapidly. State Senator Wendy Rogers announced that her petition to decertify the election has reached over 1 million signatures and counting. Thirdly, Dr. Kelly Ward, who's the chair of the Arizona Republican Party, is now calling for a full canvassing of votes from the 2020 election in all 50 states. This, of course, comes on the heels of an open letter signed by over 40 state lawmakers from various states calling for a 50-state audit to see the extent to which similar problems revealed in Maricopa County are happening in counties throughout the nation. And then on top of all that, it gets even better. President Trump is inserting himself in Arizona politics as well. He continues to play kingmaker by endorsing political outsider Kari Lake for Arizona governor. Trump has his sights on course on replacing Ultra Rhino Governor Doug Ducey, who's refusing to even consider looking at the results from the Maricopa County audit. And so with their governor's race right around the corner in 2022, Trump is trying to knock out another rhino in the primaries with this endorsement for Kari Lake. But gang, it gets even better. I told you that the Arizona audit would destroy any semblance of legitimacy for Biden, and it's happening faster than I imagined. You're going to absolutely love it. But first, let's pay our bills here and give a huge shout out to this wonderful device called the Lightbug. The Lightbug is a portable, solar-powered, ultra-bright floodlight that basically makes blackouts a thing of the past. It's solar powered, so it never needs batteries, and it's perfect to light up your fishing, hiking, or camping trips because it's so lightweight and portable. And if you click on that link below right now, you're going to get 20% off your order. So don't wait. Make sure to click on the link below or head on over to lightbug.com and get your emergency backup light today. All right, let's have some fun here. A new poll just came out that shows how Biden has absolutely plummeted in support from voters in the great state of Texas. Now, of course, you would think, oh, come on, of course, his numbers are going to be dismal in Texas. But this poll reveals that support for Biden has collapsed with every single demographic, most especially reliable Democrat demographics such as Latino voters and Black voters. Only 26% of Latinos in Texas support Biden's handling of the southern border, and only 33% of Blacks support it. Biden's overall approval rating in Texas, 32%. So much for turning the Lone Star State blue anytime soon. So all of this is to say is that the fallout from the Arizona audit continues. The British media is coming out and calling November a farce. More and more pundits are recognizing the significance of the audit in totally delegitimizing Biden, and more Arizonans are rising up to take back their state from the permanent political class that currently rules it. Now, before you go, you will definitely want to check out that video I did yesterday start with the British media actually calling the November election a fraud. It's an absolutely fascinating development, and you're not going to want to miss it. So make sure to click on the link, and I will see you over there. God bless. 32%.